November 2, Quebec, India, Lima.
QIL, Roger, sounds really good, sir. What radio is that?
Oh, Roger, sounds really good, sir. What radio is that?
That's 7610. I've been playing around a little bit. I've been adding some things to my station here. I don't know. I'm trying to make everybody else sound better. I bought one of them HIO parametric receive systems, and so far I've had nothing but problems. I know that's not kind of your end of the spectrum, but I've been having some birdies show up. I got a little RF in the station now. I don't know. I just wanted to say hi. I heard you in there. Anyways, it's been a while since I talked to you.
Yeah, Roger. That's well, that's a receive audio processor. Is that a Roger?
That's a receive audio processor. Is that a Roger?
Yeah, Roger. That's just to make everybody else sound better.
Yes, sir. Well, I think the 7610 has internal receive EQ. Roger.
Receive EQ. Roger.
Yeah. So all the newer icons do. But I guess the object is to be able to boost the mid-range of the audio, and you can roll back on the low end and high end and make people sound better. That's in theory, anyways. I don't know how exactly it works, but right now I've been playing around. I got a stack of toroids and clip-on ferrites, and I don't know. It all seems like voodoo to me, there, Doc.
Yes, sir. Well, just remember that you do have internal EQ receive internal capabilities there, and if you wanted to highlight the mid-range more than anything, you can take those EQs, the top and the bottom, and roll them back. That will make the mid-range more active. Roger?
Makes the mid-range more active. Roger?
Yeah, that's a Roger. It comes with a 25-watt speaker, which is I seem to be getting a little bit of RF through it. I don't know. I haven't got everything quite set up right, but that's another problem altogether. That might have something to do with the way I'm grounded. All of a sudden, I seem to have a lot of RF in the shack lately, which I have heard that these Buckmaster antennas, they come with a transformer or something like that up in I don't know. I've heard a couple people complain about them, but this is actually the first time I've had any trouble with it. I've been playing around with the toroids, putting them on the power supplies and wall warts and this and that. And what I have to do is I got to get a better station ground, I think, right here close to the radio. But anyways, you sound good as always, and I just wanted to say hi. It's been quite a while. How's everybody doing? Your buddy up in New Hampshire there, I hear you've been talking to him probably. I haven't watched any videos in a while.
Yes, sir. Well, gosh, your beautiful audio now. You're not getting any RF in your AF in transmit. You might be getting it in that receive amplifier when you transmit, but it's not getting into your transmit audio. So your transmit audio is just beautiful, and if you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube, do the call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording, and we'll have it posted up on YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Posted up on YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Oh, that's Roger. I'll give it a check. I'll check it out. Anyways, hey, you run the SP220. Do you ever have any problems with when I go to 20 meters? I'm getting less output than I normally do for some reason. I can't understand that. Why it would be working full power on 40 and not 20? Is there something that you ever encountered with that?
Well, it could be related to your SWR. You know, SWR is a contributing factor for less output. Is it the same antenna that you're using, or a different 20-meter antenna?
A different 20-meter antenna.
No, it's the same antenna. I'm running a multi-band Buckmaster, and I never had that problem before. I wonder if something when the amplifier was going bad. I don't know. Maybe contacts or, well, the band switch contacts, maybe something like that. I don't know. It's always that's why they call it amateur radio, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I've only had slight discrepancies on 10 meters. A 10-meter tune-up tends to be kind of backwards from all the other bands as far as getting that SV220 to function properly. But you know, I just I just go for max smoke, and it you know does beautifully, Roger.
It does beautifully, Roger.
That's a Roger. It's running. It's purring along here on 40, no problem. I'm getting 1,400 watts. I don't know if that's overdriving it or not, but it seems like it should be all right. It seems like it. Seems like it works all right to me. I don't know. I'm not an electrical engineer. I'm an amateur radio operator, so I'll figure it out eventually. I don't know. Maybe it's the ice and snow on the antenna. We've been having quite a storm up here for the last few days. A lot of ice, a lot of snow. Typical for the Adirondacks there, Roger. Anyways, it's good to hear you, and I'm going to say 73s and back on out of here and let you get back to your business there, sir. Nice to talk to you.
Roger, Kenny. Where are you located?
Roger, Kenny. Where are you located?
Northville, New York, in the southern Adirondacks, pretty much eastern part of the state, northeastern part of the state.
Roger, yeah. Well, SWR, like I say, can affect it. I had a little icing today before I went on the air. I was tempted to run it through the antenna tuner, but it was only like a 1.2. Usually, this is a highly tuned resonant dipole antenna. Our SWR is usually down around 0.05. So I started to run it through the tuner, and I said, no, I'll just run it like this, and probably the amp will correct the SWR problem, the icing, Roger?
Will correct the SWR problem, the icing, Roger?
Yeah, that's a Roger. I'm running a 998 IntelliTuner from MFJ. I usually leave it on here all the time, and that's about what I'm running right now is a 1.2. I thought that was pretty good. Sometimes it's at 0, but not with the amp on.
Roger. Well, you know, that's the whole thing about tuning a resonant dipole antenna. The way I do it, I'm not using a transformer, and I do my SWR adjustments on the negative side of the dipole and bring it back onto frequency on the high side. I keep going back and forth, always getting the lowest reading on the SWR and bringing it back onto the proper frequency on the proper resonant frequency on the high side. So it's usually down around 0.05, Roger.
High side, so it's usually down around 0.05, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I'm surprised to hear that you're running a dipole. Don't you have quite the mag loop system there with the 10-foot loops? Is that still what your home setup is?
Yes, sir. I have 3 vertical 10-foot magnetic loops, but the problem is they're not good for transmit. I mean, a dipole will, I conducted many tests over a long period of time, and 9 times out of 10 at 600 miles, the dipole would just wrap circles around the vertical loops. But the vertical loops are excellent for antenna receive. And I was going to use them on a rotor, but, rotors are so slow that it makes it very difficult to actually say, hey, wait a minute, So I just decided I would run 3. I have one mounted at 0 degrees, one mounted at 90 degrees, and then one mounted at 134 degrees. So I can catch almost anything just on a selector switch, Roger.
Catch almost anything just on a selector switch, Roger.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice setup. Like I said, I'm constantly trying to improve my system here. I got this thing set up pretty much the way you told me 2 years ago with the 7300. I got, except for the ALC is just about to the end of the red line, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Roger. Now you probably have that oh gosh, what is that? Drive up to 65, Roger. It should be 65 on the drive.
Up to 65, Roger. It should be 65 on the drive.
It probably should be, but I'm running almost maximum input drive on here right now. Maybe I am overdriving a little bit.
Yeah, I would pull that down to 65, and if you could, if you've got, can do it now. And let me listen to you, and I'll see if there's much of a difference.
And let me listen to you now. I'll see if there's much of a difference.
That's about 65 watts input right there.
I think that's better. The words have a little movement, not a bunch, but they do have a little movement. And before, I think those words had no dynamic range at all. And what happens is it's so much harder to understand a word that is missing its dynamics. And we found that about a 3 dB dynamic range is just an excellent compromise between loudness and intelligibility as far as understanding the words.
And intelligibility as far as understanding the words.
Roger. Well, it's right there. It is exactly at a kilowatt. Oh, drop down a little bit with my voice. Oh, yes, and that is a real chicken. I got a little QR chicken, Roger.
Roger. Well, he certainly excited the kilowatts for sure. That was the hottest signal that you've had, Roger.
That was the hottest signal that you've had, Roger.
I don't know. I'm an animal lover, so when it got about 20 degrees below zero last week, I kind of let him in the garage. I don't even know what he's doing here. I guess he was messing with the laying hens wherever he was living. Shut up, Henry. All right, Doc. Good to hear from you. 73, November 2, Quebec, India, Lima. Dr. VKV. We'll be out for a while.
Roger Kenny, 73, and likewise with the rooster there. Just what was the rooster's name?
What was the rooster's name?
That's Henry.
Roger, 73, Henry. We'll catch you later. You have a good afternoon and a beautiful weekend. Along with Kenny, we'll catch everybody later. We got to get out of here. We're 5 minutes, whatever we turn to there. We got to get out of here. So 73 all. I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. If you participated and want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It will be cut number 1 of a series of 2,000 some odd Qso-Vlog recordings. 73, everyone. Catch you later. This is KC9VKV, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. This is KC9VKV, clear.
Sure. Use. This is KC9VKV, clear.
I'm going to have to watch it for sure now just to hear what Henry sounds like.
Henry's a modulator, I tell you.